Best Laptops 2021. Laptops. There are just so many of them. But what's the best laptop for you? We know the sheer number of choices can be overwhelming, which is why we made this list. The best laptops you can buy today. 1. Dell XPS 13. The best overall laptop you can buy. Specifications: CPU, Intel Core i7-1165 G7, GPU, Intel Iris Xe graphics, RAM, 16GB, storage, 512GB M.2 SSD, display, 13.4-inch, 1200, size, 11.6 by 7.8 by 0.6 inches, weight, 2.8 pounds. What do you get when you put one of Intel's new Tiger Lake processors into a Dell XPS 13? Even more awesome. The latest Dell XPS 13 keeps all the things we loved about this year's previous model, such as a smaller frame, four-sided Infinity Edge bezels, and a larger keyboard. But this refresh brings Intel's 11th General Tiger Lake processor and a host of promised features, including better CPU and graphics performance and longer battery life. You also get Thunderbolt 4 and Wi-Fi 6. 2. Apple MacBook Pro, 13-inch, M1, the best MacBook on the market. Specifications: CPU, Apple M1, GPU, Apple M1 GPU, RAM, 16GB, storage, 1TB, display, 13.3 inches, 1600, size, 12 by 8.4 by 0.6 inches, weight, 3 pounds. Welcome to the new era of Apple computing. Apple's M1 Custom SoC marks the first step in Apple's conscious uncoupling from Intel. The ARM-based 5nm chip has 16 billion transistors, which is the most the company has ever put into a chip. In addition to all those transistors, the SoC features an 8-core processor, integrated graphics, a unified memory architecture, Apple's Neural Engine, an improved image signal processor, and Apple's Secure Enclave. The result is a faster, more powerful laptop that's a force to be reckoned with. 3. Acer Swift 3, 2020, AMD Ryzen 7 4700U, amazing performance at a jaw-dropping price. Specifications: CPU, AMD Ryzen 7 4700U, GPU, AMD Radeon Graphics, RAM, 8GB, storage, 512GB SSD, display, 14-inch, 1080p, size, 12.7x.8.6 by 0.6 inches, weight, 2.7 pounds. The AMD version of the Acer Swift 3 is really the little laptop that could. Armed with an AMD Ryzen 7 4700U processor and Radeon graphics, the Swift 3 is taking on the likes of the MacBook Pro 13 and the XPS 13 with aplomb. And it's doing that for less than $700. And if you're curious, it smoked its Intel-powered counterpart as well. 4. MacBook Pro, 16-inch, 2019, an excellent choice for power users. Specifications: CPU, Intel Core i9, GPU, AMD Radeon Pro 5500M, RAM, 32GB, storage, 512GB SSD, display, 16-inch, 1920p size, 14.1 by 9.7 by 0.6 inches, weight, 4.3 pounds. The 16-inch MacBook Pro is just your type if you've been waiting for Apple to make a better keyboard. The Magic Keyboard on this premium laptop ditches the butterfly mechanism in favor of scissor switches, and the result is a much more comfortable typing experience. You also get a bright and sharp 16-inch display with slimmer bezels, powerful performance from an available Core i9 CPU, and robust AMD Radeon 5300M or 5500M graphics. 5. Apple MacBook Air, M1, 2020, our favorite Apple laptop. Specifications: CPU, Apple M1, GPU, Apple M1 GPU, RAM, 16GB, storage, 1TB SSD, display, 13-inch, 1600p size, 12 by 8.4 by 0.6 inches, weight, 2.8 pounds. Talk about breathing new life into a laptop. The Midas of processors, everything Apple's M1 Silk touches turns to gold. With its new engine, the MacBook Air goes from an underpowered laptop that barely makes the cut to one of the fastest notebooks around, not just in its portable segment but compared to everything else on the market. And with 14+ hours of battery life, you can easily get through a day, if not two, one a single charge. 6. Dell XPS 13 2-in-1 Best 2-in-1 Laptop. Specifications: CPU, Intel Core i7-1165G7, GPU, Intel Iris Z graphics, RAM, 16GB, storage, 512GB SSD, display, 13.4-inch, 1200 size, 11.6 by 7.8 by 0.6 inches, weight, 2.9 pounds. The new XPS 13 2-in-1 is without question among the best 2-in-1 laptops you can buy. That shouldn't come as a surprise. Dell smartly used the XPS 13 as a blueprint for the XPS 13 2-in-1, an almost identical laptop, but with the ability to transform into a tablet. 7. Acer Chromebook Spin 713, the best Chromebook overall. Specifications: CPU, Intel Core i5-10210U, GPU, Intel UHD graphics, RAM, 8GB, storage, 128GB SSD, display, 13.5 inches, 1504p size, 11.8 by 9.3 by 0.7 inches, weight, 3 pounds. For high school and college students who need an inexpensive, portable, and durable laptop both on and off campus, the Acer Chromebook Spin 713 could be a downright godsend. If you are looking for versatility in a Chromebook-flavored clamshell, look no further. Thanks to increased processing power, App Store compatibility, and a variety of mindful partnerships, the Chromebook Spin 713 is our top Chromebook pick. 8. Asus ZenBook 13 New X325 YA, the best Intel Tiger Lake laptop. Specifications: CPU, Intel Core i7-1165G7, GPU, Intel Iris Z graphics, RAM, 16GB, storage, 1TB M.2 PCI 3.0 SSD, display, 13.3-inch, 1080p, size, 11.9 by 8 by 0.5 inches, weight, 2.5 pounds. The Asus ZenBook 13 New X325 YA straddles the line between business and premium. You get a system rocking the fetching good looks of the company's top-tier laptops with some of the durability and security features of the ExpertBook, the company's new business line. Plus, you get the added muscle of Intel's new 11th Gen chips and all the features Intel's Evo initiative brings, including over 13 hours of battery life. And you can even game in a pinch, just not at the highest settings. 9. HP Envy 13, 2021, the best sub-$1,000 mainstream laptop. Specifications: CPU, Intel Core i5-1135G7, GPU, Iris Z graphics, RAM, 16GB, storage, 256GB SSD, display, 13.3-inch, 1080p, size, 12.1 by 7.7 by 0.7 inches, weight, 2.9 pounds. The HP Envy 13 continues its long reign as the king of sub-$1,000 laptops. The latest iteration of the laptop keeps all of the things we love about it, including its premium design, surprisingly powerful performance, and serious battery life. What's new is the addition of Intel's 11th Gen processors and integrated graphics. Everything else about the Envy 13 is either better or as good as it was before. The 1080p display is bright and vivid, the keyboard is a joy to type on, and you still get a Thunderbolt 4 input along with 2 USB Type-A ports for connecting mice, keyboards, or webcams. 10.
Lenovo ThinkBook 14's Yoga, the best laptop for business under $1,000. Specifications: CPU, Intel Core i7-1165 G7, GPU, Intel Iris Xe graphics, RAM, 16GB, storage, 512GB SSD, display, 14 inches, 1080p size, 12.6 by 8.5 by 0.7 inches, weight, 3.3 pounds. The Lenovo ThinkBook 14's Yoga dares to be different. It wants to stand out from all the other sub-$1,000 business convertibles on the market. It's a 2-in-1 that's ideal for business users who hate scrambling for pens that never seem to be within reach. They can simply whip out the included Smart Pen and jot down notes without missing a beat. And it can outlast the typical workday with a time of 9 hours and 55 minutes on the laptop mag battery test. 11. Asus ROG Zephyrus G15, the longest battery life ever in a gaming laptop.